Good evening, everyone. Welcome to MBA Karo. So, in this revision series for SNAP, today we are going to do Quant and DI. So, we'll be taking some of the questions, primarily targeting arithmetic today. Okay, in the subsequent parts, we will have questions on algebra, geometry, modern math, etc. So, good evening, all. Welcome to the session. Before we begin, please do like this video and share it in your community, in the groups you are part of. So if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel for great content on all MBA entrance examinations. Let's start this session. Here's the first question for the day. In a village, 60% of the women are literate and 7 by 15 of all illiterate people are males. 23 by 35 of all literate people are men. What is the ratio of male to female in the village? Good evening, Kunal and Kalpit. Welcome to the session. I hope you have already liked this stream. Let's solve this first question based on ratios and percentages. You can't say that which topic has how much weightage, it keeps varying. Okay, Snap has very random pattern. But again, arithmetic dominates here. You have few questions on algebra, like logarithm or basic equations. Okay, and some of geometry mensuration as well. And DI, you might get uh, 2 3 questions on DI also, usually individual questions, like maybe two individual questions or a set of two questions sort of thing. So this is a question based on ratios and percentages. There's a village and some information about literate and illiterate people is given to us, so we need to find out the ratio of male to female in the village. Hello Deepanshu, Varat, Gauravi, Anushka. So no one is solving this question. Let's see. So it says 60% of the women are literate and 7 by 15 of all literate people are males. Okay. So let us say, like, we can classify men and women, and they can be classified as literate and illiterate. Okay. 60% of the women are literate. So let us say there are 60x women who are literate. So 40x will be illiterate, right? Now it says that 7 by 15 of illiterate people are males. So 7 by 15 male hai. So 8 by 15 will be female. Okay. 8 by 15. So this is 8 parts is 40. 7 parts will be, 1 part is 5. So this will be 35x. Okay. Now next thing that is given to us is 23 by 35 of all literate people are men. So 23 by 35 are men. That means 12 by 35 will be women. So 12 parts here is 60. So 23 parts कितने हो जाएंगे? 23 parts will be 115, isn't it? So 115. So total number of males is 150x and total number of females is 100x. So the ratio is 3:2. Answer is option B. Okay, so very good, Mansi. You were the only one to get it right. All right, so this was not a very difficult question, moderate question, but speed matters in Snap. Okay. All right, let's see the next question. P and Q alone can complete a work in 80 days and 120 days respectively. Both of them took it for rupees 96,000. If P and Q together worked for 24 days and after that R also joined them. If R was paid rupees 16,000, in how many days was the work completed? So there are three people working. We are given that P and Q, how much they did in a day, and the payment of R is given to us. So based on it, we need to find in how many days was the work complete. So whenever you have time and work questions, okay, the thing that we do is we take the LCM of the time taken by people to denote the amount of work. Okay, so 80 days and 120 days. So LCM is 240, right? So this means that total work is 240. Now P will do 3 units and Q is doing 2 units. Okay. Now see this thing. In a day, first it is given that they together work for 24 days. So in 24 days, they will complete 120 units. Okay. Now it is given that R also joined them and R was paid 16,000 out of 96,000. So R is paid 16 out of 96. That means 1/6 of the work. Okay. So R is doing 1/6 of the work, which is 40 units. Right. Now in this remaining thing, so complete is 120, remaining is 120. R is doing 40 units. R is doing 40 units. So that means P and Q did 80 out of this remaining. 80 units they will do in 16 days. Right? They've already worked for 24 days and they will work for 16 more days. So total 40 days taken to complete the work. Clear? So what did we did? We found out that how much work is complete, how much is remaining, how much is R doing, because R is paid 16,000 out of 96,000. So R is doing 1/6 of the work. So 1/6 of the work means 40 units. So this means that P and Q are, or you can do it in a very simpler way also, like this. You do not need to calculate the total work like this, right? See, simply what we can do is R is doing 40 units, total work is 240, because P and Q are working together from start to end, right? So this is not needed. R's work is 40 units, so total is 240. R is doing 40 units, so P plus Q is doing 200 units, right? And P and Q are doing together 5 units in a day, so you can directly say 40 days, because P and Q are working together from start till end. दोनों में से कोई भी छोड़ नहीं रहा है, right? So they will complete in 40 days. R is joining them in between. Okay, so it was not that difficult question as it appeared. If you thought like this would have been even more easier. All right, so it seems that you are not charged up till now. चलो ठीक है, next question देखते हैं. Let's see that if you are charged up. This is slightly uh, a lengthy one, but you need to go with uh, step by step in this. ऐसा difficult नहीं है, step by step table बना के आ जाएगा answer. Now remember this, if you get this kind of a question like the one that we are discussing now, this mixture one, you should avoid such question in snap. ठीक है, क्योंकि लेंथ है, टाइम लगेगा पढ़ने में, then you have to solve, and once you solve it, and like पढ़ने में बहुत टाइम लग जाता है, right? Reading itself would take around 30 to 40 seconds and then solving it. So the target should be shorter questions first, and then if time permits, then you could go to the lengthier ones. Hi Chanchal, uh, I don't know which slot you were a part of. Yes, I met a few students at that CAD center, and I keep meeting students at all the exams. So it was pleasure meeting you. Yeah, so this will be helpful for NMAT as well. कि quant तो वही रहती है. Okay, so anyone solved this question? 98 liters of milk, sorry, water and alcohol, not milk, right? So it's a step-by-step question, not difficult, but you need to follow the process. So first we have 98 liters, and water and alcohol is in the ratio 4 ratio 3. So out of 98, water and alcohol, right? So 7 parts is 98, so 14 into 7 is 98. So 14 into 4, 56 will be water, right? And alcohol will be 42. Now 28 liters is taken out. 28 taken out. 28 in 4 ratio 3 is 16 and 12. So minus 16 minus 12. Then we will be left with 40 and 30. Okay. 10 liters of water is added. So add 10 liters of, sorry, water will get added, and this becomes 50 and 30. Okay. Now 24 liters is taken out. 24 liters means now this is 5 ratio 3, right? So 24 liters means 15 and 9. So 15 and 9, this will be 35 and 21. Now 9 liters of water is added. So 9 liter if you add, this will become 44 and 21. Okay. Now you have to add alcohol to make it alcohol to water 3 ratio 4. So that should be water to alcohol will be 4 ratio 3. Okay. Just be careful with uh, the wordings. So alcohol and water is 3 ratio 4. So it should become 33. That means you need to add 12 liters. So simple question, just that it is lengthy, verbose. ठीक है, बहुत easy, but वही है कि length है. You have to read and step by step follow it. Okay. All right. So let's now proceed to the next question. Okay. Now आप लोग charge up हो गए. Let's answer this one. A trader marked his goods 60% more than the cost price. Had he increased the selling price by 25%, his profit would have doubled. How much discount was he offering initially? This is an easy question. Simple percentage based question, and you need to apply the concept of percentages answering this. See, there are some percentages like 16.67%, 20%, 25%, 33.33%. Okay, so uh, you need to know those and use them accordingly so that you can calculate such questions very fast. क्वांट में कितने करेक्ट किए थे एनवायरमेंट में यार डोंट नो बट मोस्टली द क्वेश्चंस वुड हैव बीन करेक्ट क्योंकि यू डू नॉट नो हाउ मेनी आर करेक्ट और इनकरेक्ट एक दो डेटा सफिशिएंसी आई हैड अ डाउट and I think one there was one complicated question in like very lengthy question in arithmetic which I just marked randomly, so maybe uh, 3 4 at max incorrect. You never know in the examination, right, कि कभी कभी होता है आपको लगता है सही क्यों और गलत भी हो जाते हैं, but mostly at least it must have been 32 33 at least correct. Okay, so let's see this. See, it says that a trader marked his goods 60% more than the cost price. Had he increased the selling price by 25%, his profit would have doubled. So he was having some profit, okay, and he increased his selling price by 25%. 25% is one fourth, right? So let us say his selling price was 400 rupees. Okay, why are we taking 400? Because 25% increase is one fourth. Okay, this old SP, right? New selling price will be 500, right? So it says profit is doubled. So it means extra 100 profit. Now, if profit doubled, that means original profit should be 100. Original profit should be 100 rupees, right? So this means cost price is 300. So original profit 100 ka tha, new profit became 200. Okay, double ho gaya profit. Now it is saying marked price is 60% more than the cost price. So cost price is 300, marked price is 480. So the discount is 80 rupees on 480 initial discount, which is 1 by 6 or 16.67%. Okay, now as I told you in the previous class also जो हमने reasoning की class की थी, that snap will have some questions that have none of these as the answers, right? So please feel confident while answering the questions. Okay, it is the story of every year that they will give you at least 3 4 questions that have answers none of these, and there will be a lot of questions, at least 10 questions, 8 से 10 क्वेश्चन ऐसे होंगे जिसमें ऑप्शन none of these होगा to confuse the students, and definitely some of them also have answers as none of these, right? So the answer here is 16.67. So Tahir, Saurabh, I assume that you got the answer as 16.67% only. Okay, well, let's move on to the next question. Three persons A, B, and C start a business with the capital expense in the ratio 1 by 2, ratio 1 by 3, ratio 1 by 4 for the time period in the ratio 1, ratio 1 by 2, ratio 1 by 3. Find the total profit of three persons if it is given that A's profit share is rupees 50,000 more than C's share. Simple question, application of ratios. So if you've got this score in uh, and Matt, right now you must focus on, like if you're appearing on upcoming exams, right? So focus on them, and apart from that, uh, like see, quant cutoff we cannot predict, right? Last year the cutoff dipped, and so quant score is on borderline. Last year 69 gaya tha. Usually it is 70s, early 70s. So just be hopeful and focus on upcoming exams if you are appearing on them. So NMAT, there is one thing that like that is why I recommend people to take official mock. What score you get is actually closer to official mock. In most of the cases, there will be some outliers. Okay, that I agree. But most of the cases, last year I scored 287 in the official mock, actual 292. This year 274 in the official mock, then 280, 282 in the actual exam. All right, so let's see this question. Simple question, just the conversion of ratios to proper like numbers. 1:2, 1:3, 1:4. Right. So this is the investment. Now we can make it the denominator as 12. Okay, so LCM is 12. So multiplying by 6, it becomes 6 by 12, 4 by 12, and 3 by 12. So investment is in this ratio. Then if we talk about the ratio of time, it is 1 ratio 1 by 2 ratio 1 by 3. We can take the 6, so 6 by 6 and 3 by 6 and 2 by 6, right? So if we multiply, we get the ratio of profits. So this is 36 ratio 12 ratio 6, or we can say 6 ratio 2 ratio 1, right? It says A's profit is 50,000 more than C's share. This is ABC. Difference is 5 parts is 50,000. So total is 9 parts. Right? Total profit is 9 parts, which is 90,000. So simple question. Just you should know how to convert these fractions into proper ratios. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the next question. Xavier and Yuvraj are running around a circular field whose circumference is 200 meters. Xavier and Yuvraj run at speeds of 2.5 and 4 meters per second, respectively. If both start running from the same point in the same direction, how many times will they meet in 1 hour? All the questions in Snap. Tough, yes. I mean, you may attempt. Last year, there was someone who got 53.75. So he's Sony Goyal, sir, if you know him. He has an institute Mission Cat. He got a score of 53.75. So it means he must have got 54 correct and 1 incorrect, probably. Or maybe 5 incorrect and 55 correct and 5 incorrect. That is also possible. So he might have attempted all 60 questions. Attempt तो कर सकते हो, genuine attempt can't guarantee. Yeah, but people do attempt 50 plus. Few people reach that 50 mark. I think I also must have attempted 50 plus in snap last in all slots. कुछ तो गलत होते ही है. So how many times will they meet? Now see this. See, the circumference is 200 meters, right? And Xavier and Yuvraj is running at 2.5 and 4 meters. So X is running 200 meters at the speed of 2.5. So he will complete in 80 seconds, right? One round. And Y will complete it. So 5, 4, that means 50 seconds. Okay. Now in 1 hour, X will complete 3600 seconds divided by 80, we will say 45 rounds. And Y completes 72 rounds. Now X and Y are running in the same direction, same point, same direction. Okay, so let's say this is X and this is y. Fast कौन चल रहा है? Fast is y ना. So let's say this is y, this is x. So x, when will x y meet x, right? When that person covers one extra round, isn't it? So this person is covering 72 rounds, this person is covering 45 rounds. So he is covering 27 extra rounds. So whenever he covers one extra round, he will meet the person. Okay. So whenever Y covers, Yuvraj covers one extra round, he will meet Xavier. ऐसा होगा ना, when they start running तो पहले दोनों भागेंगे. There will be a point when like Y will keep leading. ठीक है, x is behind, so let us say y is here, x is here, then y is here, x must be somewhere here, then one point will come, then when y will cover overtake x, at that point y has covered one extra round. So 27 extra rounds, that means they will meet 27 times. Okay, so basic uh, this application of time speed distance in a circular motion. I hope you are enjoying this session. So please do like this session. I want the number of likes to reach the number of viewers at least at this point in time. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. And in case you are preparing for SNAP and are looking for mock test, we have mock test on the latest pattern, the kind of questions that were asked in SNAP last year. So here's the next question, which is on data sufficiency. Yes, I will take exam on 10th. I will write all three slots. So I spend a lot of money on filling all these examination forms and write all the exams. Even this time I took NMAT retake just for the sake of removing the rumors that NMAT gets difficult. ठीक है, तो scale कुछ लोग बोलते हैं ना, scale बाद में scores बाद में कम हो जाते हैं. So prove that theory wrong. I took NMAT second time. So I write all exams and I will do the analysis also. Even tomorrow morning, I have an examination, which is my cat. Very few people appear on that exam. 3600 seconds, 1 hour the other. How many time will they meet in 1 hour? So 1 hour is 3600 seconds. 232 in NMAT, QA 63. QA 63 can be a trouble. Bangalore, last year कितना था? 65 था cut off. So let's see. अगर opposite direction होता so we will add. So in that case they will meet कितना था? 45 and 72, 117 times. Okay, so it says what will be the area of four walls of a room. The ratio of length, breadth and height is 5 ratio 3 ratio 4, and the numerical values of total surface area and volume are equal. The length of the longest diagonal is 40 meter and the length of the room is twice the breadth and 3 by 2 times the height of the room. So we need to find that which statement is sufficient to answer the question. So length, breadth and height is 5 ratio 3 ratio 4. Okay. So it is given that let us say length is 5x, 3x, 4x. Numerical values of total surface area and volume are equal. Total surface area is 2 times LB. Okay, so let's say if we take 5x, 3x and 5x into 3x, okay, and similarly 5x into 4x. So you don't need to solve this equation, just see this. It will be 5x, 3x, 5x, 4x, 3x, 4x. This is total surface area. It is equal to 5x into 3x into 4x. Okay, so we will get a value of x. It is said that the numerical value is same, right? So this means you can get the value of x. Okay, so you can find the area of four walls. You need to find the length, breadth and height. So a is sufficient to answer the question, right? So you do not need to solve, just see this equation solve हो जाएगी. X this will be x square, this will be x cube, so you will get a value of x. The length of the longest diagonal is 40 meter. Length of the room is twice the breadth and 3 by 2 times the height of the room. So let us say h is 2y, right? So length is 3y, breadth is 1.5y, length is twice the breadth. Now length of the longest diagonal, longest diagonal क्या होता है under root l square plus b square plus h square. Okay, so if you add, take the square root of this, the value given is 40. ठीक है, solve हो जाएगा, right? You will be able to get the value of y. You will get a value of this square plus this square plus this square under root, so that is given as 40. So you will get some value, right? You are not supposed to calculate the value, you just need to tell can you find the value. So you can find the value of y, so you can find length, breadth and height and subsequently calculate the area of four walls. So either statement alone is sufficient to answer the question. Okay, so let's see the next question. Gitesh worked for a company for 5 years. Every year, his annual income increased by rupees 2 lakhs. By the end of the third year, he had accumulated 48% of the total earnings he had during his stay at the company. What was his income in the first year? So, हर साल 2-2 लाख की हाइक मिल रही है. Good company, isn't it? Okay, so this is a simple question. It says that like every year his annual income increased by 2 lakhs. Okay, and this is primarily a question based on arithmetic progression. Okay, so it says like every year 2 lakhs increase हो गई. So let us say his for simple calculation you can take his income as x minus 2, x minus 4, x plus 2, x plus 4. Okay, why do we take such variables? In order to simplify the calculation. Okay. So his total income is uh, total income is 5x across 5 years. Okay, and it says that by the end of third year he had accumulated 48%. So this adds to 3x minus 6, it is 48% ले लो 2.4x, right? So it says 0.6x is equal to 6 or x is equal to 10 lakhs. Okay, so 10 lakhs is third year. So 10, 8, 6. So this is 6. Other way to solve this question is use options. ठीक है, सब में 2 2 2 ऐड कर लो. So दूसरा तरीका जो ऑप्शन से ज्यादा सिंपल बन जाएगा, बाय द वे. So if you take option 5, so 5 7 9 कितना हो गया, 21 हो गया, right? Now 21 does not look like 48. See, remember one thing, most of the times the values are राउंड ऑफ नंबर्स, ठीक है, मतलब ऐसा नहीं होगा कि लाइक इफ यू टेक 21, 21 इज 48% ऑफ समथिंग, डेसिमल में आएगा टोटल, ठीक है, सो दिस इज नॉट फिटिंग. इफ यू ट्राई द सेकंड ऑप्शन 6 8 10, द टोटल इज 24, ठीक है, इज 48% ऑफ 50. तो you can mark this way. Okay, instead of solving equation, you can solve using options also. Or you can try the third option. So 8, 10, 12, that is 30. 30 किसका 48%? Decimal में आएगा आंसर. Okay, similarly 9, 11, 13 if you take, this is 33. So 48% is again a decimal number. So you can answer this way. Well, let's see the next question. The incomes of Ajay and Bhanu are in the ratio 3:2, and their expenditures are in the ratio 5:3. If each saves rupees 6,000, what is Ajay's income? So we have two people, their income and expenditure ratio is given. Okay. Now, one thing that might come to your mind is cannot be determined. Do not mark that straight away. First, see also. So A and B, let us say their incomes are in the ratio 3:2. So 3x and 2x. Their expenditures are ratio 5:3. So 5y and 3y. Okay. Now it is given that both of them same amount. Now let us equate these two. So 3x minus 5y is equal to 2x minus 3y. That is equal. Okay, so we get x is equal to 2y. X is 2y. So put x is equal to 2y. See, we have to find Ajay's income. Okay, so let us put at 2y. So this becomes 6y. Okay, 6y is 6y minus 5y is 6,000. So y is 6,000. So Ajay's income is 6y, which is 36,000. Okay. Yes, good to see many of you getting this answer right. This is a simple question on averages. So there will be some simple questions also. ठीक है, मतलब सभी ऐसा सारा difficult नहीं होता. Otherwise, people won't even be able to solve 40 questions in 60 minutes. So there will be some difficult questions. There will be some easy questions also. Your task is to spot those easy questions first, attempt them, and then if time permits, I mean, you have to maximize your score. So many a times it happens कि people are not able to navigate through the questions और बाद में पता चलता है अरे कुछ easy question भी थे. So this is simple. The average score of a batsman after 50th innings was 46.4. After 60 innings, his average score increased by 2.6. What was his average score in the last 10 innings? ठीक है, तो 50 innings में हो गया 50 into 46.4. So we see 232 half करो 2320 runs and 60 innings में it increased by 2.6. So इसमें 2.6 add कर लेते हैं, that will give us 49. 60 into 49, 2940. So he scored 620 runs in 10 innings. So his average was 62. Easy pickings, right? So there will be some such kind of questions also, ठीक है, जो बहुत जल्दी हो जाएंगे. And your task is to tackle those. See, in verbal, uh, you will be able to do in 7 or 8 minutes. बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगता. Max to max 10 minutes. Because there is no RC. Mostly those are grammar and knowledge. Some people even complete in 5 minutes. Right, 15 questions. They can be done very fast, and then it is how you spend that time in the rest of the two sections. Just again a simple question. David and John can do a work together in 30 days, while John alone can do it in 60 days. David started the work alone and left after X days. If John did the rest of the work alone in 45 days, find the percentage of work done by David. Aja, now in this question, before solving it, see, you should know certain things. Ki if two people do the work, let us say A and B are doing a work, okay, A takes, let us say, 2x days, B takes 2x days. So together they will take x days. ये चीज पता होनी चाहिए. If you realize this fact, this question is very simple. You do not have to even pick your pen to solve it. Okay, so this can be done in your head also. Okay, but knowing this fact, कि if two people take the same amount of days, same duration, then together they can do it in half the duration. Right, now it is saying that John can do it in 60 days and together in 30 days. So this directly means कि David can also do it in 60 days. Okay, equal efficiency. If they have equal efficiency, time will be half. Right, now this is how. Now David started the work and left after X days. John did the rest of the work alone in 45 days. So John is working for 45 days. That means David worked for 15 days. Okay. So if David worked for 15 days, he has done 25% of the work. Okay. So realizing this fact, that if two people work together and the total days when they work together is given as half, that means both have equal efficiency. So if you know this fact, that means, I mean, the question becomes even simpler. You do not have to pick up pen, you can answer this question instantly. Okay, all right, so let's move to the next question. Trishal and Nachiket started a business by investing rupees X plus 2000 and rupees X minus 8000 for 8 months and 7 months respectively. If the profit share of Trishal is 85,500 out of a total profit of 1,42,500, find the value of X. Best of three attempts, like whatever the number of attempts you take, uh, they choose the highest score. Uh, I won't deny the fact, because for the last couple of years, when they have had multiple attempts, the first one basically has been the more scoring one. So can't deny the fact. Don't know if they change this thing this time, but अभी तक जो मैंने देखा है स्नैप में, since it has had multiple है, स्नैप एक ही दिन होता था. After COVID they changed it, so it is uh, noticed that the first slot has been slightly easier than the other. So most of the students have been scoring more on that, and even I, like in all occasions, I have scored the highest in the first attempt. तो थोड़ा ऐसा भी होता है कि एक पर्सनल ओपिनियन होता है, एक इट्स अ collective opinion based on several students' feedback. So can't deny it that till now slot one has been slightly on the easier side. Okay, thanks. The best one. I hope that rule book has helped you in preparation. Yeah, so it covers all the aspects of students generally do not cover grammar, but through that book, uh, that covers all the rules. Okay, human, the support team will check it and respond to you soon. Or once this session gets over, I myself will check it, because sometimes it happens that like payment, some issue on payment gateway side. Okay, so if you have dropped the mail, uh, we'll check it soon. Okay, so no answers for this question. I thought this was an easy question. So there are two people starting a business, x plus 2000, x minus 8000 for 8 months and 7 months respectively. Okay, so profit share of Trishal is 855 this upon this. Okay, now see, many a times like ये लोग आपको लोग नहीं बताएंगे कि आप यहाँ से डिवाइड कर रहे हो 855 अपॉन 1425. ठीक है, सो द स्मार्ट स्टूडेंट्स दे नो दिस फैक्ट कि ये कुछ लाइक मल्टीपल होगा, मल्टीपल इन द सेंस कि if I do not solve it, right, I do not divide this by thing, I can tell that this is 60%. Gut call, this is called gut call. This if you develop this gut call na, you tend to solve questions faster. मैं सीधे बोल दूंगा 60% है, 14 into 6 is 84. ठीक है, so I can say that it is 60%. while most of the people will be calculating this, वो लोग यहाँ पे 85500 upon this रख रहे होंगे, कट पिट कर रहे होंगे, and they will take some time to get the result. ठीक है, isn't it 60%? करके देख लेना, 60% आएगा. ठीक है, I have this gut call that is 60%. So sometimes you should go with the gut call कि like this is going to be two-thirds. So many times that works. Okay, so I can directly say this is 60%. So T is getting 60%. That means N is getting 40%. Okay. So T ratio N, the profit is 3 ratio 2. Right? Now profit is what? Profit is investment into time. Ratio of profit is investment into time. So this is X plus 2000. I am writing X plus 2 because everything is given in thousands. And this is X minus 8. Okay? T and N. And the time is 8 months and 7 months respectively. This is given as 3 by 2. Okay, so when I take it this side, so it is x minus 2, x plus 2, x minus 8. This is 21 and this is 16. Okay, now I'll tell you a smart way to solve this without even solving the equation. So there are certain things like जैसे एक तो zero तीन बार लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. ठीक है, that saves your time. Second thing, ऐसे क्वेश्चंस, ऐसे फ्रैक्शंस जब बन रहे होते हैं, रेशियो ऐसी इक्वेशन बनती है, हाउ टू सॉल्व इट. सी देयर इज अ गैप ऑफ 10. 2 से -8 में कितना गैप है? 10 है. इसमें गैप कितना है? इसमें गैप है सिर्फ 5 का. सो चेंज इट टू 10, इक्वेट द गैप्स, सो इट बिकम्स 42 by 32. ठीक है, सो पुट x plus 2 is 42, so x you will get as 40, 40,000. क्योंकि 1000 में डील हो रहा है. आंसर इज नन ऑफ दीज. ओके, आंसर आएगा नन ऑफ दीज. सो जस्ट नाउ वी कैन वेरीफाई इट. तो ये 42,000 स्पेंड करेगा एंड दिस पर्सन इज 32,000 एंड द रेशियो दिस इज 8 into 7. अब आप कट पिट करके देख लो. दिस इज 6 and this is 4. So 6 by 4 which is 3:2. आ गया. So this is how, I mean, the smart people going to solve these questions much faster than others. ठीक है, दैट्स हाउ पीपल सॉल्व. मतलब जो कहते हैं ना कि इतने सारे अटेम्प्ट करके आ गया, 45 प्लस स्कोर आ गया, वो ऐसे लोग आते हैं जो ऐसी टेक्निक्स यूज करते हैं. ओके, सो आई थिंक यू गॉट टू नो समथिंग न्यू in this. So please give a thumbs up for this question. Okay, so got the answer. Did anyone get 40,000 as the answer? कन्वेंस से चलो ऐसे नहीं, ऐसे टेक्निक से नहीं भी किया होगा. इवन इफ यू अप्लाइड कन्वेंशनल टेक्निक, डिड यू गेट 40,000 एज द आंसर? Comment yes if you got 40,000 as the answer, or none of these. So one thing again remember in snap is some of the questions will have none of these as the answer. ठीक है, एक्चुअल एग्जाम में होता है. राइट, सो इफ यू गेट नन ऑफ दिस इज द आंसर, डोंट गेट फ्राइटेंड. कुछ लोग सोचते हैं कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल कम मत करना. ठीक है, अगर आपने सही तरीके से किया, नन ऑफ दिस इज पॉसिबल. Okay, so you got 40,000 as the answer. So yes, that is the right answer. Okay, so few things like one is this gut call कि like थोड़ा estimation कि ये 85 है तो 14 into 6 is 84. So ये हो जाएगा आपका 60%. 60% is 3 by 5. So 3 parts, 2 parts. So 3:2. Then proper that partnership concept. Okay, so thoda time laga, but you got the answer as 40,000, right? Okay, so that is the answer to this question. So in case you are targeting snap and are looking for mock test, you can take our snap mocks. The link is given in the description of this video. So this was today's revision session. I hope you enjoyed this. Okay, so till snap I'll be taking a session daily. Tomorrow probably we will do a session on verbal ability, solving the mixed variety of questions that you get in snap, and we will do more sessions on quant also. Today we primarily focused on arithmetic. We will do thoda DI, algebra and geometry as well. Okay, so thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to like the video and do subscribe to the channel for great content on upcoming MBA exams.